He's been great. He's similar. I think now since he's more comfortable and we're all more comfortable with him from spring ball and just having him over summer, he's learned to coach us in the way that he knows, because he knows us more personally now. And like you said, his voice has gone dim every day. So, but that's just the way he comes. He comes every day. He approaches the game, the practice just like it's a game, and that's the head coach mindset, like I always talk about.
Easton, you were talking about your relationship with Mason at Media Day. I was curious, was there like a moment in particular where you feel like you guys really kind of clicked, or like you start this whole like competition between you guys kind of started? Is there kind of a specific experience from the spring or something that you look back on?
I don't know about. I think we compete every day, so there's a lot of times if we're in the same workout group or if we're doing a drill together, we're always saying like you know, I better get there first. I bet this. So I think we're just competing in every drill and making the most out of it together.
What's it been like wearing the helmet communication?
It's been nice. There's a lot of pressure on your shoulders because you get the call first, so they're always looking to you. But as the Mike linebacker, that's the job you sign up for.
How much different is that, just as an added skill to your plate that you have to get used to? Like at first, was it kind of like weird to have to? Yeah.
It was a little weird at first, but I think now I've grown a little more accustomed to it. So I get in the call first, so it makes me like play a little faster because I get the call and then I can look for adjustments, look for keys from the offense a little bit quicker than I would normally if I had to get the signal.
How much is conveyed over that headset and that call? Is it a real quick thing, or is it a lot of information coming in each play?
Not too much information. It's usually just the call, and then if Coach Lynn sees something in particular that he sees from the sideline, he'll tell me to relay it, or it might be something quick for me, just look out for this, look out for that, tell the D-line this, tell the D-line that, so nothing too crazy.
Thinking about your responsibilities last year at Oregon State, does it kind of help streamline the process a little bit? You know, like
how does it? Process?
Yeah. I mean, just having the green dot, you know, having that in-ear communication, does it help kind of streamline your responsibilities a little bit? Just how does it kind of compare?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, just the ability to get the call early, I think it helps our defense a lot, so they can look, especially too, if I can get the linebacker, you got to get the front call to line and adjust it to the whole defense. So I think for me, like I said, there's a little more pressure on your shoulders, but you can relay the call a little bit faster to everybody, and yeah, my responsibility just goes up with that height.
Coming from Oregon State, what's the philosophy difference, the philosophy change in terms of tackling from Oregon State to here?
From here, I think it's just like the periods are a little more competitive, so I think it's more so like just the intent here. At Oregon State, it was a little more fundamental, slow down. Here, it's more like just go. You know what I mean? If you don't get somebody down, you'll get them down.
I think the first few practices, who's impressed you at maybe some of those taking a big leap in the spring that you noticed?
I would say the entire D-line. The entire D-line has made giant leaps, and without them, we don't make no plays. So shout out to all of them, Kobe, Bear coming back, and shucking in the whole entire D-line. But when they make their job harder, it makes my job a lot easier. So shout out to D-line.
We just talked to Kobe. What's the big difference you see in him?
I think just his intent, man. He's coming every day a little bit harder. He's in the backfield every play, disrupting, holding double teams for me, like I said. So when he's doing his job, man, I got to take him out there one day soon.
You had a couple freshmen in the spring. What have you seen from those guys in terms of jumping into the summer and how they've started?
I think they're growing. They're mental. Everything as a freshman. Most of these are most probably talented freshmen I've ever seen personally. So for them, it's none of the physical aspect. For them, it's just mental. I think that's the same for everyone in the country coming into college. High school football and college are very different from a mental standpoint. So I think for them, it's just learning the playbook every single day, learning the techniques of how to block the struck, how to tackle, how to call and really run a defense as a linebacker. But they're doing good every day, and then they're getting better.
How's your working relationship with the other veterans like Eric Gentry, Rajon Davis? How's that going?
It's great. It's good knowing that there's people on our team with experience, people that have played in big games, big moments, and just for them, it's kind of like talking to a friend, just like, yo, like, make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that. It's not like talking to a younger guy where you gotta really instruct them on how to become what we're trying to become as well. But you know, it's all just experience. So having experienced guys around you is really comfortable.
What's been your approach towards film study, and how's it helping you so far?
For film study, I'm really just trying to look at a lot of NFL tape now. So for me, I'm trying to get the playbook dialed down, almost there, but I'm trying to get the playbook dialed down to a T, and then really looking at guys at the next level just to see how they perform in big moments and really how their techniques. And I like watching a lot of Roquan Smith, like how he plays. I actually watched one of his plays yesterday against the screen, and I translated it onto a play. So just things like that where I can translate people that are doing it at the highest level and try and do that in my game as well.